I'll be doing something a little different. I'm going to be going live outside. Give me a second to set this up. It's a little loud out here, but I was advised it would be okay to go live out here still. It shouldn't be too bad. Go ahead and share this video. Go ahead and drop your name if you're just logging on. My phone's a little slow out here. We'll see how the Wi-Fi is out here. Facebook has vanquished me, finally vanquished me, and I'm having issues with sharing my videos while I'm going live. So go ahead and share this feed for me, and go ahead and share it one more time. Drop your name if you're going to want a card. I have like some amazing energy insight because one of my gifts is energy, so I always feel the energy ahead of time before everyone else does, or it hits everyone. So I have an energy update I'll go into right now as soon as I share this, and then I'll be doing cards, and I'm going to do kind of a quick feed because I've been doing a lot over here where I am, so I'm going to kind of make it quick. So drop your name if you're going to want a card. It's really beautiful out here. I'm sitting in my new yard at the moment, and I've been working on some future gardening projects I'm going to be doing out here, and it's just a really nice energy, and I'm a lot closer to the ley lines over on this side of the country, and it's just a better, cleaner energy for me to be working with, and it's pretty amazing. So you guys should be recovering from the moon energy. Everyone has been going through these kind of upgrades, and everyone should be kind of feeling the after effects. I'm like pretty anti-holiday, as you guys know, only because I look at these as kind of enslavement programs that weigh down consciousness. So like especially when we just had St. Patrick's Day, the next day everyone was kind of tired and miserable, and Easter wasn't that bad, but honestly it just kind of weighs down the vibes. That's why I'm going live today. So hopefully I can help raise the frequencies a lot, because a lot of people were feeling the after effects. Like my friends were texting me this morning and telling me they were tired or weren't feeling good. And I had jokes for days about people eating GMO ham and drinking booze for Easter and things like that. So it just kind of has effects on consciousness. My phone's loading. I'm trying to get to the names right now. So we just had this Aries energy hitting us, which was really different from the typical Pisces kind of emotional energy. This is an action-oriented energy. It's a fire energy, and it's about creativity. But we also have this wonderful conjunction with Chiron right now, which is bringing up old issues, especially with family matters or relationships or things like that. So you're seeing a lot of old wounds surface. And I just posted for my classes that everyone, the collective, should be working on our heart chakra this week. And my classes always go right in tune with the energy because I really feel things deeply. And we should be working on our heart chakras. And right now, whether people are aware of it or not, there's just so much going on. And we have all of these old past timelines that are kind of merging and coming and collecting into the now. And we also have all of these future probabilities that we're able to suddenly see and access. So we have a lot going on with time, with our past, and the message that you're really going to be getting today is staying in the now. That it can be really tempting for me to be living in the future and to be trying to fast forward, you know, events in my life and kind of like jump. It's really hard for me to, sorry, I just cut off. It was really hard for me to stay in the now sometimes when I'm viewing these kind of like future probabilities, and I'm realizing how our past just ties into the now so much and into why we're all here. And I think that we're here because people are being activated on a deeper level for a mission other than themselves. And I know it's really tempting to stay in that ego programming and to make decisions based on what is best for us, but if we're not making decisions on what is best for everyone at this point, then we're going to be in really big trouble with our polarity. So I think the important message is that we should be living in the now, but also you're being activated for something much bigger than yourselves. and something that we haven't even really begun to even process or prepare for. I know a lot of people think we're there and we're doing our mission. We're just getting ready for those missions, and we're not even there yet. And it's really important to know that we're being activated for something bigger than ourselves, that things just couldn't go on like this. And it's the decisions that we're making in the now are influencing the future for humanity and everything that will happen here. So you might not think that these little decisions that you're making in your everyday life are having an influence, but we're making ripple effects every day, whether they be positive or negative. That's your choice. And it's really important that we start to make more aligned decisions that are best for the good of all. I see Jamie Chaney. I know my phone's all crazy. I'm really distracted. I'm just kind of, actually, you know what I'm doing right now? I am chilling and I am like enjoying my Starbucks coffee I got delivered to me at my house because I didn't feel like going anywhere. So I'm just kind of relaxing and chilling with the energy. I've been placed in a quarantine anyway, so I'm just kind of chilling here. And I'll be doing Akashic reading, cards, and energy work today. I have a lot of work to do, actually, because of my Facebook ban. I have a lot to get caught up on. So Jamie, rest and rejuvenate. While that is true, we need time to integrate these downloads and this new information. And as long as you are open as a channel, you should be downloading a lot of information right now. So a lot of people are feeling that call to step away and to spend more time in solitude. And I know that's like the empath dream, right? I can go ahead and isolate myself, get delivery coffee, and try to avoid everyone. But ultimately, that is not why we're here. We're here to be affecting people and to be helping and to be serving humanity. So when we're isolating, we're not really doing what we came here to do. Try not to isolate too much. You always feel better. Like, I always feel so much better after I make myself do a feed or a live because of the energy, and I'm making an impact and I'm doing something positive. So try to be around people vibing more. I create these like little groups and spaces around me, and they're very reminiscent of the past when we used to create these places of learning. And they were spaces to come together and to share knowledge and to vibe. So just being around the right people and vibing is going to have a huge impact. And like, I know we think that we're supposed to be out changing the world, but we're supposed to just be keeping our frequencies in that grid high vibe every day. So we all know who's on that grid, who's doing grid work. Just try to vibe higher and be around the right people that are lighting that grid up, Jamie. Laura Jean, balance. That's like the perfect theme. And these cards are for everyone because it's going to go with the energy theme. That's why I really like, I always do the same kind of cards. But this theme is balance. A lot of people are feeling that Aries motivation. My ascendant is in Aries. I can be highly motivated, but it also can make me very impulsive and quick to emotion. So just be aware of that. A lot of people are going to be faster to jump emotionally and to feel that kind of motivational drive and to be working really hard right now. Aries is a sign that is all about hard work, and it's pretty amazing. I just embarked on the most crazy adventure of my life, driving all the way across the country 3,500 miles away to completely annihilate my life and to start over. And it's just been so crazy to me. But I was thinking last night about how amazing it is that this energy from day one when I left has lined up perfectly with what I am doing, in alignment with my mission and everything that I have to do here. And at this point, I'm really starting over from ground zero, like I have been. I said I was at ground zero. Now every day I'm doing a little better. And I have to rebuild a lot of things. So I noticed that we're now in Aries, which is really about action, creating, and manifesting. And then we're going to shift into that Taurus energy, which is the master builder kind of manifestor sign. So it's pretty amazing because it's going to align with what I'm doing here perfectly, which is rebuilding. So work on more balance right now. That is the theme right now. I know you're feeling that pull to work hard, but work on more balance. Sandra King, truth. A lot of people don't realize that when we don't speak our truth and we become blocked, we cut ourselves off from the higher dimensions. Truth is like a porthole, and so we always have to speak our truth no matter what. Just keep on working on that. Keep on working on your throat chakra. Trudy Haley, I am glad I'm back too. They can't silence me forever. They can't kill ideas. That's the amazing thing about our movements, is it doesn't matter if like one of us goes away. We have these kind of bulletproof ideas that we're spreading through consciousness. and you can't stop light and love ever. So it's pretty amazing. We're going through a transformation regardless. It doesn't matter if I'm on camera doing it or if I'm over here doing it. I'm still going to be affecting things just the same. So it's pretty amazing. I'm glad to be back, and it's amazing to be on this transformation with you guys. And sometimes when we let go of everything in our lives, we can evolve so much more rapidly. So I recently just let go of a lot of things not serving me in my life, and that's a and it's amazing to be part of it. My camera was like cutting in and out. I couldn't tell if it was working. Lori Aguar, I'm going to be tracking you down soon too, along with a lot of my other Reiki students. While I am not around sometimes, I'm deeply connected to anyone I've attuned, so I can usually feel when you guys need me. Keep studying your Reiki, and we're so successful at anything that we're trying to do right now. We keep limiting ourselves with our mind and with these manifestations that are so limited to the reality that we were born into. It's just amazing to me. Work on unlimiting your manifestations. It's going to be a theme with this energy. Katie Curry, authority. A lot of people are starting to rise up against the establishments with this energy. More than is being shown to you on any media sources, I assure you of that. Because Aries is a warrior sign, so a lot of people have just had it with these systems, with this authority, and are going to go out and try to dismantle them. But we know that doesn't solve anything. We really need to go within and to fix our own programming. That's just how it works. Suzanne Hansen, you're working on your base chakra, and root is a theme. I went through some major root chakra work, along with probably every chakra on this trip, only because I uprooted myself where I was living and was going through these kind of like changes. So you could tell that I wasn't as stable as I usually am in my regular environment. So root chakra is definitely a theme that's coming up right now, because a lot of people are realizing that we have to kind of come out of that cocoon, and we might have to actually change our environment. Like, a lot of people think we can just wake up and keep the same realities and paradigms, but a lot of people are going to wake up to the fact that we might be living in someone else's reality, and we might have to untangle ourselves furtherly to create what we came here to create. Jenny, I am kind of like in a pajama shirt. I just got like delivery food to my bed pretty much, and I'm just kind of chilling. Cali vibes. It's a lot more laid back here though, like, so I'm really loving it because it really goes with my like Reiki theme. It's more chill, more calm. Everyone's just like more zened out, and it's just more relaxing here. I'm really loving it. The universe is a huge place. I don't know, I'm a channel, I'm a galactic channel, but everyone is, I believe everyone is, that we're not limited to this. I think everyone is a star seed or has vast origins, and we're all the same type of energy source, and it's pretty amazing. But what you're going to do to tune in and to be a better channel is to purify yourself. I'm all about this crazy Egyptian purification that I kind of do all the time here, and I'm working on purifying my soul on a spiritual level. So we need to detox the body, but we're also body, mind, soul complexes. We have to do like a spiritual detoxification. And we're going to see a lot of things purging out right now, literally, with this energy as it kind of hits us. I'm always about manifesting inner peace. Like, I kind of just have created like a job I like and a peaceful kind of life for myself. And I try to encourage everyone to do that. I think that we could all get creative and really unplug from these systems and these realities. Mary Kay, Facebook does not want you to play my videos. I'm well aware. My page was like not loading. Like, I went to look at it and my whole page was down. This is a good place to even start this. I've moved to Instagram, actually. Like, I'm not even posting in the groups or spiritual memes. It might look like I'm back on Facebook, but I'm pretty much back to stream and to do my class spaces, and that's really it, because I'm kind of over it. Like, I keep watching the same people get banned that I work with every day, like all the time. Like, my friend just got unbanned and then banned the next day for posting news articles, posting spiritual memes, things like that, and it's just kind of ridiculous. I know that Facebook owns Instagram, but since I was banished, I started posting on there, and I kind of moved all of my friends that vibe with me over there too. So you guys can follow me on Instagram under Sparks of Divine Light Healing. I've been posting all of my photos on there, so if you guys miss them, that's where I am. And real quick, I'll insert this in there. My website link is above, so if you didn't get a card, I'm going to be doing Akashic readings where I can access your past, future, things like that. But I'm also here teaching Reiki, Blue Star healing, Syrian healing, all sorts of energy healing classes. Check them out. It's a really good way to support what I do with my live feeds, is if you guys make a purchase on my site. It keeps my feeds going, and my real mission is my feeds. I like to activate you guys with my energy by watching these, and it's pretty amazing. So check my site out, help support my mission. And let's see where I was. Mary Kay is working on her heart chakra as well. I don't know if people can even grasp, like when I try to convey things, people try to intellectualize what I'm saying too much, when I'm only trying to like bring up past remnants because they affect us now with the healing that we're doing on a deeper level. And so I think people just get really confused with it. So I'm just going to start kind of leaving the past in the past. But people will get to a place of evolution where we have to heal those past timelines. And as I'm accessing my past timelines and healing them, it is affecting the entire collective and all of you on a really deep level too. So these things are affecting all of us because we're so deeply connected in ways we can't even imagine. Keep working on your heart chakra. I also got your art. Wait. And I'm working on the heart chakra art too. Rebecca Cavan. I have an amazing group of light workers on here. I was explaining to someone that I have the most amazing energy on these feeds. It's difficult to work with at times because sometimes the energies can be intense, whatever it is. But I have the most amazing group of people on here, and it's just so empowering and beautiful. Work on your solar plexus. This is like a package deal for empaths where we have to work on our throat chakra and solar plexus ego issues. That's why oftentimes empaths will draw those kind of narcissistic relationships, because any relationship is balancing energies. So each component kind of has a piece the other needs. And a lot of the times the empath will leave a little bit tougher and the narcissist might leave with a little bit of empathy. So just keep on working on your solar plexus and any ego issues that are remaining from last week's energy. You should be shifting over to the heart chakra soon though. Broadcast keeps failing. I believe it. I'll be broadcasting from my room tomorrow, but I just kind of needed to get outside even if the Wi-Fi isn't great. Krista Higginbomb, I can't even say your name. I am loving California. I love the vibes. Even at rock bottom, after I had to hit the reset button on my life. Like, I don't think people realize that you cannot keep two lives. You kind of had to let go of one. And I just had to watch everything in my life kind of collapse and fall in around me. And it made me feel very powerless too, because I'm somewhat of a control freak. And it made me feel very powerless to respond. And literally, I've just been kind of at the mercy of the universe going through this crazy transformation and going with the flow. But it was really a crazy journey. I'm loving California, even at rock bottom, like where I said I was at ground zero when I first got here. And I really was. It was just so much more amazing. Keep on working on your non-romantic relationships, though. That's what I'm working on. Is basically partnerships and alliances. I am looking for people that want to come together for the sake of humanity a lot more than I would be looking for personal relationships in my own life. That's just me. Keep on working on these non-romantic relationships. Laura Jean. I am dealing with some amazing energy here. I am going to hang out with my friend tomorrow, and this weekend I'm going to Mount Shasta. I'm going to go play, I'm going to go unlock some Lumerian mysteries. I believe that I have some energy packets hidden there for me to go unlock and download, and I really can't wait because it's been a long time coming. While I was living in Pittsburgh, I was having this crazy soul pull that I kept on talking about on camera, like this crazy pull that I could not ignore, where it was magnetizing me to this side of the country and like kind of magneting me over here for a really powerful reason. So I just couldn't ignore that. Here I am, I'm enjoying it, and now I see that the energy is just so much more amazing. Laura, you're so much more successful in everything that you're trying to do. This energy is so action oriented, where we just went through this emotional purge and feeling all these crazy past emotions that people can't even really conceive where they're coming from, to a fire action oriented kind of energy. So use it to make big changes in your life. And I just put a post up too about this energy where people have so many thought distortions where we don't have all of the information about who we are, where we're from. I know a lot of people are like, yeah, I'm a Blu-ray, blah, blah, blah. But that's all bullshit. We really don't remember a lot of our past, why we're here, our karmic patterns, things like that. And until we do, we're going to have these distortions and this distorted perception of reality always. So we must kind of work on moving past those distortions. Brendan Green, you are being tested. Oh my God. This was like already another important download I got this morning, that we are being tested beyond belief. This is a school, and that's how we level up. So just kind of go with the flow right now. Do the best you can. But you're going to be tested, and usually it involves how we're treating other people. We're being tested as to whether we are for the good of humanity or whether we're still going to make service of self decisions right now. We're really going to be tested because, like I said, you guys are being called to a greater mission, whether you hear or feel that soul call or not. We didn't come here to do the American dream and to be used and recycled like batteries. We came here because we needed to change this system from the inside out. We did try to influence things from the outside, and it did not work. We had to actually incarnate into this place. And so it's really important that we realize that if we don't come together for the sake of humanity, then we go back to our past. And the thing is that our past and future are one and the same. There is only the now. And we actually incarnated in here to change future events that we set into motion. So it's very, very important that we're making conscious decisions for the good of all right now. Nick Michael. Sorry, my phone's all over the place. I work with like crazy energies. It'll be like skipping all over. We're working on a spiritual strength. I don't think people realize while they're running around and working on building up the material that all of that is going to fade away. You guys are watching it with me in a crazy way. And I'm not even done. I'm just kind of getting ready. So everything that you own is going to fade away. And I want to know how good you feel about yourself and what you're working on there. Because when all of the material is gone and you're just left with yourself, that's what the Bible describes as people being hollow. People are going to be standing there hollow, and I'm not going to be one of those people. I've been working on my light body, my spiritual strength for a while now, and every day I'm a little bit stronger. So the best thing that you can do here is to stop focusing on everything outside of yourself and to come back to that spiritual strength. Trisha, then I see Trisha somewhere, and I don't even know if I did your card yet. I get a little distracted. I have a lot going on around me out here. I have big plans for this yard. I'm going to throw, I think I'm going to make a couple of pyramids and throw them out here. And we're going to throw some weed plants out here, outside as well as inside. And I have these lovely gardening projects that Trisha would just die for. So I can't wait to like show you guys and be documenting it. It's going to be amazing. And something I couldn't do where I was living because of legality issues, obviously. You are an energy worker and you work with light balls. We are powerful healers. I'm not just drawing anyone to me. I put out the vibe to find my soul group or the healers for a specific reason. For a specific reason though, literally. So we're drawing the right people to us so that we can help activate and heal each other. Danny Stahl. Take time to unplug. I'm going to unplug everyone from Facebook apparently. I'm helping unplug everyone from Facebook. Everyone should be taking time to unplug right now. I spent a lot of time. I actually, I had a sleeping spell that I had my brother use on me yesterday, so I slept a lot. Everyone should be resting more and tuning in through the dream world. We know that as soon as the moon leaves, like this week will be the best out of the 4 weeks of the month, literally, for dream work. So I've been doing a lot of dream work already. You guys should be spending time meditating and tuning in through the dream world. Dean Twerdy. I'm going to be tracking down all my Reiki students, like I said. I'm just feeling a nice slow vibe, and that's because we had that beautiful Taurus conjunction, and we all know if you've dealt with me, you need a lot of zen and patience to deal with me. It's one of the lessons I bring with me. I'm a Taurus, and I can be slow getting around to things. So I'll be slowly finding all of my Reiki students, including you, Dean, but you should be celebrating and spending more time. This is like a current theme. Like, if we did not have this limited perception and these thought distortions, we would just be chilling in bliss and celebrating and having a good time and vibing and having fun like we were meant to. We actually built this place to come have fun here. So a lot of people forgot that. We are so serious, me among the most. Like, where I'm always sitting here thinking about serious matters. Even when I'm trying to have fun, I have other stuff on my mind. We need to get back to actually having fun. Kendi Laud. Spiritual union. I am also here to kind of like help demolish flames. I heard people talking about me like behind my back. It seems to be like a trend, right? And they were like, oh my god, I can't believe that she thought she was with her twin flame and wasn't. And I am into love that transcends all of these labels, and I don't think people really understand my journey to be saying these things. I am serving a purpose, having been inserted into that programming and then being given deeper awareness so that I could come teach about it. It's very important. And I've learned such valuable lessons about these labels and any labels, and I've kind of transcended that whole paradigm. A lot of times our relationships are being affected by outside forces that we can't even begin to fathom. I just want to say it's very important who you're merging your energy with. If you're having sex with someone who is not on the same energetic level with you, it's going to take your level down a few notches. So it's really important that you're aware of who you're energetically merging yourself with. When we have sex with someone, our energy is permanently changed forever. It will never go back to normal. That's why of the third dimension, sex is such a component, because people use it to balance their energy. And when you're working in the higher densities, it's going to be more of a love-based energetic type of thing, whereas in the third dimension, it's more primal or animalistic, these sexual kind of things going on. So just be aware that we're here to embody a higher form or a higher template of love that really hasn't even hit the planet. We did bring these templates with us, but I'm not really seeing these new templates being implemented yet while we carry them. I have yet to really see them going to effect, but I do see a lot of people saying they're with their twin flame when they're not even healed or complete and things like that. So just be aware that this kind of programming is really dangerous. It kind of keeps people trapped because then they believe that they have to stay in these bad relationships because of unconditional love and things like that. And I'm going to keep saying the same things I've said, that there are messages in the stars, that everything about us has been written in the stars, and you can really tell a lot about the relationships in your life by astrology signs. You can tell if it's karmic, you can tell if it's spiritual, things like that. But I'm very into spiritual connections and recognitions. Sandra King, it's gorgeous here, even like when it's kind of not even that great out. Like, I have a long sleeve shirt on, it's still gorgeous here. I have all of my windows open, like in my room, with this beautiful breeze. I can grow legal weed here. I can sell legal weed here. I started like a legal weed side business. It goes perfect with my Reiki. People are more awake and more receptive to what I do with energy healing and holistic healing. There's like vegan food everywhere, like more awake people. Like, I feel like I came from the underworld where I was living on the East Coast, and then I suddenly realized too that if you're living in the UK or the East Coast of the country, you're going to be trapped into those lower frequencies just because of how the earth is vibrating, and there's only going to be so much awareness that you can kind of tap into. So it really does matter where we live in correlation to the ley line energies at this moment anyway. So it's gorgeous, Cassandra. You're working your sacral. You should really look into maca. I've been kind of off of my vitamins, so I'm going to start going back on the maca in my shakes and smoothies and things like that. But it's really good. If you want a link, you can go ahead and PM me for it or whatever. I'm real into herbs. Look into maca. They have different kinds for girls. You need the red kind. Work on your sacral. It doesn't surprise me that that chakra is being targeted. Most people on this planet only vibrate in those lower three chakras. And the sacral is where our chi energy is harnessed. So a lot of times that chakra is really affected, and it affects our manifesting. Work on that chakra. Anyone who gets a chakra card, we do like a chakra opening, but I do a full scan. I remove implants, everything like that. So really check out our chakra opening too if you want a detailed scan. It gives you so much information about your body, past lives, karmic imprints that you carry. Kathy Uten, thank you for sharing. If you're catching this too, like not live, you can go ahead and share, and I give away the activations like a couple days later. Taurus, slow. Kathy, you're working your throat chakra. It seems to be a theme too. I always screw my throat chakra by not speaking my truth. I really hold a lot in. Oftentimes, I know everyone thinks I have no filter, but I really hold a lot in. It's just kind of how I am. Work on your throat chakra. Work on speaking your truth. If you're around people that you feel you can't be authentic around, or you can't speak your truth to, you need to find new people. And it's amazing because a few years ago, when I hit the reset button before, I feel like it's almost like I'm shifting into parallel realities. It's happened to me before, or I'm shifting timelines, and I kind of had to let go of everything because my stuff can't come with me. Only I can go on these shifts. So I've made a massive shift just like this before, right before I started doing my live feeds in the first place. I made a really massive shift, and it's really similar. So I never would have thought I would be doing that same kind of inventory. Everyone's going to have to do that. Be aware of that right now. I heard it described like we can only bring one thing with us to the real New Earth. The real New Earth. I know everyone thinks we're on the New Earth, but to the real reality that if you have a high enough vibration, you will see. You're only going to be able to bring one thing with you, and that is a spiritual gift that you carry. And everyone kind of has this one spiritual gift that they were entrusted with to help humanity in some sort of major way. Brittany Kerner, mental conflict. So many people are trying to use their ego and their mind to conceptualize these spiritual things that can only be felt or used with discernment, and it's so crazy to me. A lot of people are just trying to sit there and think about these things, and they create these labyrinths, and that is the prison you're in. It's in your mind. So when you try to conceptualize things and think about it, you create these labyrinths, and it's crazy to me. Work on your minds. Not only is your DNA blueprint kind of a holographic projection to reality, your mind is. So every thought, every word is going to turn into a manifestation later. So we keep on thinking about the things that we don't like. So for me anyway, I had this moon happen 2 nights ago or whatever. And I was doing so good. I got out of the house. I went to another city. I'm vibing high. I'm doing great. I'm putting out all positive manifestations. I know how this works, right? Amazing day. Sometimes we swing that pendulum too far though. So the next day, yesterday, I was like a mess. Like I pretty much counterbalanced everything that I did. Like I was probably putting out the most negative thoughts, worst attitude, whatever it is. So we had to be really careful because we still have this moon energy hitting us for like another 24 hours. We have to be extra careful with our thoughts right now. We think about the things that we don't want to happen. Maybe this will happen. Maybe this will go wrong. We know we live in a manifest reality, the law of attraction. We're attracting anything that we're thinking about. Every time we put out a vibration into that continuum, it's going to come back to us. So we need to stay more positive with what we're thinking about. Jamie's been doing this lately too. I've been working with a lot of my students on very deep, complicated things. Things that we've been carrying for many, many lives with us. Shannon Mitchell would like a reading. If any of you guys want a real reading, I do Akashic readings. I can do them on phone, video, one-on-one questions, things like that. You guys can set them up on our site, but we're moving on from a lot of things right now. So for me, it looks like everything in my life is crumbling around me, even the things I thought would never crumble. And I had to just kind of watch and let go. And clearly these are things not serving me. And sometimes we get so attached to like these outcomes that we want to happen that we really block ourselves with better probabilities that the universe has manifested for us. And we had to have more faith that we actually made our whole life plans before we came here, and we would have planned something better than this. We destroyed ourselves. We destroyed our entire future. We destroyed humanity. That's how the story really ended. And because we were very spiritually advanced, we decided we could come change that probability. that we would incarnate here and we could change the future for humanity. So I don't know if people realize that it's an important time for us because our future has not yet been determined or changed yet. Let's see. I'm going to do a couple more cards. I'm just kind of chilling. It's a Psychic Tarot deck, Janine. I use it all the time. I don't know, I have like 50 decks. But I just kind of like use this deck. It's easy for me. I'm into it. I've personally, I look at like the Reiki symbols. I tell my students they're like training wheels. Like you should evolve past them. I don't use any symbols for healing or anything like that. And let's just say I evolve past those things quickly. So I just kind of like play with the cards. Like I don't use them anymore really. Like I've evolved past that where I can just kind of download stuff without cards. But I like to play with them. So positive movement forward. Things are going to start to change rapidly this month. Things are really going to progress fast. I know we're in a chill moment where we're doing dream work. But we also have a full moon in Scorpio at the end of the month, and it's going to be the most powerful moon of the year. So we're going to add that with a polar opposite, like the Aries energy with the Scorpio kind of emotional energy. It's going to make it extra crazy. So we're going to have a really powerful energy kind of month right now. Your only thing that you can do here is control your vibration ever. So it's less important that we're influencing the things around us and more important that we're just keeping our vibrations clear because we are those great access points. Jamie, I will text you. I've been hiding out, withdrawn. I know people who know me know when I go off the grid. I might give this illusion on there, but they can really feel when I'm gone. I'm working on coming back. Melody, Witten Hill. I'm doing amazing energetically. I see people trying to sway public opinion about me behind my back with like these posts I get screenshotted to me that I just forward to anonymous, FYI. So anyways, I see people trying to sway public opinion about me, and that's okay. I'm going to keep sitting over here working on my energy. And while they're swaying public opinion with drama and negativity, I'm going to keep on trying to sway consciousness in that grid with the rest of my team. And it's going pretty amazing. So we're more concerned about lighting up this grid for the sake of humanity and turning it on in full force because we know it hasn't even been turned on yet. We can say we light it up every day, but we've yet to light up those structures. So just keep on working on cultivating that light and becoming more and more light. Thankfully, I am love. Like a lot of people go around like looking for love. Like I am love. And I've mastered that. Maybe as a Taurus, like a Venus, whatever it is. And so I get a lot of love reflected back to me, which kind of keeps me going on my mission. Just work on reflecting and becoming more love. Tina Morrison. I call this the American Dream card, but it's pretty amazing. The ultimate goal is to come together. And it doesn't matter, a lot of people get hung up on these, you know, is this my twin flame kind of labels. Every person here is an aspect of the divine. And so it's pretty amazing that we're all just this little fractal piece of this original source. So all love is divine, and when you love anyone, that's the closest way, or the fastest way you can get closest to God or your source through love. And people forget all love is divine. Candace Wilson, I love the tree behind me too. This is my yard. I'm really excited about it. I just moved into this house. I like it. It goes with my theme. I had several places I could move to, but I was looking for one that was 420 friendly because I like to smoke. So this one really fit my theme. Instead of like a lot of people were like, you need to go fill out apartments and do all this stuff. What I did was I sat there and I put out the vibrations for what I wanted. And this place just came and found me, believe it or not. Pretty amazing, right? So I like to work on my energy and putting out vibrations for the things that I need. And it just kind of manifested this place really quick. It's really good for me. It will give me a chance so that I can get back to work and do the things that I need to do faster. Candace, don't make any huge decisions right now. Like I said, the decisions that you're making, the little decisions that you're making, such as how you treat the people around you, the choices you're making, the littlest, tiniest things are affecting me in huge, massive ways. The little tiny decisions that I'm making are influencing you more than you would know. my moods are going to influence you more than you know. So don't make any bad decisions. Start to think more consciously and more awarely about your decisions. I'm trying to ground you guys all. That's what my sign is good at. And for so long, like all of my problems in life, I didn't know what grounded meant, right? And I would describe it as unstable. Like my energy was very erratic, unstable. Like I hadn't mastered those arts yet. And now I was like saying this morning that mostly what I work on is just being more and more grounded. And as a Taurus, I'm an earth sign. I'm very connected to that earth element. Like I can feel the plants just as deeply as I can the animals, let's just say, and I'm really tuned into the earth. And there was a point in time, not this life, but there was a point in time where instead of healing the earth would heal us. And it's pretty amazing. So I'm loving the grounding energy. I'm trying to give you guys some good Cali vibes. It's got some beautiful energy. And this is a card of abundance. You guys can manifest and attract whatever you want. Some people are still sitting there thinking they're broke and attracting that to them. Or we can sit there and we can become love and attract abundance to us. So it's just been really important for me that I'm staying on point with my manifesting and putting out vibes for abundance and love. This is one of the best cards in the whole deck. So I say that this year is going to be one of abundance for everyone. If we actually came together and we stopped doing what was best for ourselves and we came together for the all, we could all be working a lot less, chilling and living in abundance. Goals. Sam Jenkins is working on heartache and loss and things like that. I don't even know what to say because I kind of like had a message, but I don't want to like say it in the video. Work on your heart chakra though, and seeing the other people around you as the creators that they are. One of the biggest mistakes that people make is not seeing the creator in everyone, and that blocks our heart chakra. So work on seeing the divine in everyone more. Aubrey, oh my god, Aubrey, I think I have your shirt on too. It looks really good on me. I would describe it as like pajama attire today, where I did get up and shower, but I pretty much like put my pajamas back on. I've been doing amazing things with Aubrey. She gets to deal with me at my best, at my crazy, at my emotional. We've been really working together and it's been pretty amazing. I kind of came here with a lot of blind faith, and I have these beautiful angels or angelic souls around me, and she's been helping me with my mission because it's one of the fastest ways to get good karma. I tell you guys, if you want good karma, go help with a mission or something like that. That's why we work on our groups and things like that. It's the fastest way to elevate our soul positions is to be service to others in whatever way, and she's just amazing and mastered that. And I would say that this card is like perfect conflict and defeat, because we're on our knees every minute here, whether people realize it or not. Like you can see, if you look at my pictures, I'm probably evolving like in a month what I would in a year normally, because I'm going through this intense stuff. But I'm going to tell you that it's the hardest thing that I've ever done. And I'm on my knees at least once a week here. That was yesterday for me. I quit. I can't do it anymore. I'm at my breaking point. This is too hard for me. Like, I really can't do it. And it's been so hard. So we've been on our knees a lot in conflict and defeat. And I really love that meme where they say when the light workers go down on their knees, that's where it really begins. And people describe that as like an ego death, dark night of the soul, things like that. I've already had a million of those. It's kind of something different. But just know that when you're getting stripped down like that, that amazing things are about to happen. We're like that supernova, that star, where we have to kind of get fizzled out and we think we're dying before we burn brighter. So you guys can see I was fizzled out, thinking I was dead yesterday, and now I'm shining brighter than ever. So we had to kind of go through these transformations. Just embrace it, go with the flow, and try to control your vibe. It's purging of a lot of past life things. Aubrey had massive lessons coming to the surface from past life traumas and things that she went through in past lives, coming into her personal life and her relationship now, not being able to understand it and just having these deep feelings come up. And it's happening all around us. So we don't really have a lot of information, but we're trying to intellectualize these feelings that are just kind of surfacing. It's really crazy. Just know that with Chiron, we're going to be doing a lot of past life healings. Angela Kendall, Shadow. We're having this good-evil battle with our intuition and our ego, or our soul and our mind. So just be aware of that. Follow your soul. That's more of that intuition feeling in my chest. Like my head, before I left, was telling me, you're crazy. You're crazy. You're going to go there and you could just lose everything for nothing. You might not go like you wanted. Things might not go good. It was everything negative. That's how you can discern whether it's your soul or your ego. It will just be negative thoughts. If it's a negative oriented thought, that is not from you. That is a influence thought distortion. We have these kind of mind parasites that can influence us if we have any original distortion. So if it's a negative based thought, it's not even your own thought. That's a good way to discern it. So your soul is that intuitive feeling. It was this feeling in my chest that was pulling me across the country, and it was a different kind of feeling. So just be aware of that. Make sure you guys are sharing this. I see Emily Harrison. I just saw you were watching. I don't know if you are or whatever, but I'm going to give you a card. Material and spiritual prosperity. I think that we can manifest and create anything that we want here. And we talk about it every day. But I'm seeing people in the same kind of limited realities. I want to see it bigger. I want to see us manifesting bigger, not just these little like, oh, let's manifest some crystals and some abundance and I have to pay my bills, and the same kind of paradigm. We have to think outside the box. And we came here as master builders with blueprints for crazy civilizations that we have yet to see. And we're still kind of in this box here. So work on unlimiting yourself with this energy, Emily. It's amazing that Taurus energy is all about manifesting. You're a master manifester. It should be your focus for this whole energy. Kevin is a Virgo. Well, work on not mind fucking yourself so much. The people who are most intellectual can tend to trap themselves the most in those kind of paradigms. Kevin, work on that heart chakra. I have my chakras wide open. I don't protect myself, and sometimes that can be detrimental. I have an attack in a weird kind of way. Sometimes, it happens. Hey, I'm a healer. So, but I like to keep myself wide open. I believe that when we're open to connection, that magical, beautiful things happen. And when we're closed off from fear, it's when we block amazing things. So I prefer to stay wide open all the time. And the reason why I tend to be magnetic is only because my heart chakra is so open. And you guys are all magnetic too. That's how we're kind of meeting and connecting and doing this beautiful energy exchange. And it's really beneficial. Work on staying more open. Aww. We got Deborah McLeod. I'm happy to see all of you guys again. It's alright. I moved to Instagram anyway. And it's alright. If you really need me, you guys can just, telepathy me, tune in, connect to me without Facebook. I'm really amazing like that. Like, if my friends are about to message me, I can always tell and feel it before they do. Things like that. We need to take back our power. These systems have never had any power. We should know that. They were us. We built them. They are us. Any power we're giving away. And a lot of people, they say in the Bible, wait, let's go back to 3D biblical concepts. We have free will. It's your greatest gift. Too bad no one knows how to use it. Too bad when they're teaching those Bible lessons, they don't tell you what you can use it for. Well, I'm learning how to use it myself because no one ever taught me. Like when I this journey, I was told I had to do it on my own, so I have been. But I wasn't told how to properly use my free will. Now I'm using it in energetic ways that are badass. So I think that the problem is that it's not about meditating and learning how to access our power. It's more about learning the laws of the universe and learning how we can use our energy in a smart kind of way to combat all this. So get back to your free will. I always like to make it very clear if I feel that my free will is being violated, because it's really like a way to amp up things on a crazy level really fast. Let's just say they escalate very fast when there are free will infringements. And that's really the only rules that are in play on this planet. So no one's doing anything wrong. The fact that people are volunteering to get those vaccines or taking those medications on their own or eating, processed children on their own, things like that. People are they're not having their free will violated. So it's really important that we educate ourselves and become aware of how we can use our free will back as a weapon. Let's see. Francisca, Libra. Libra's about balance and harmony and things like that. I have tons of Libra in my chart only because I have like the most crazy powerful signs. I have like 5 crazy powerful signs, maybe 6, and the rest is Libra holding me together. I say Libra is like a balancing, mixing agent. Like you can look at it like a paint primer, like that holds all the ingredients together, and it's pretty amazing. So we're working on more balance, and for me, I only care about balancing my body and myself energetically. Everything else will just fall into place. If I can sit here and I can work on my energy and purify, everything around me will just kind of come to me next time. We have Lindsay. She uprooted 1,100 miles away. I heard the most amazing stories about it too from a couple of my other students who just got in the car and like went to Florida in a different state with no plan, and now they're doing amazing things. I just had to take that leap of faith. I told my friend Lindsay that if I didn't do this, that I could see it. I could see probabilities, right? That if I didn't do it, that I would be sitting there forever regretting it and knowing that I could be living this other kind of life, and I just couldn't deal with it. I try to draw people to me that have their third eyes opened or a higher state of awareness. A lot of people think they're going to go wake up humanity and things like that. But I try to draw a certain group of souls to me that I can influence and affect in a positive way, and just keep on working on that third eye awareness. Sun is amazing for that. I needed some sunshine in my life. Like, I was so sick of where I live, where they make chemtrails there. And there was never any sun there, I assure you. Like, there used to be years ago. But trust me, it's been long sprayed out on that side of the country, and I just needed some sunshine in my life. Let's see. Senna, my aura. I'm going to do some aura picks tomorrow. You must be hijacking me, because me and my friend Desiree are going to do some aura picks tomorrow. The energy is amazing. I'm just working on my energy and my aura all the time. That's why for my classes, I'm always having people take aura photos. And the reason why is so we can track our energetic process. Be careful of what you're sacrificing your energy to. The people around us are having serious energetic effects on us in a way we might not even notice, to the point where you guys should be seeing that my energy is getting a lot better now that I've been removed from everyone and I'm here by myself. Just really fast, you can see. So be careful who you're giving your energy to and the people around you. I'm going to try to see if I have any last messages from the Akash, and I'm going to leave you guys on that note. Why don't you guys try to get outside more? We've been cooped up all winter, and I know that some people are still dealing with like cold weather or things like that, but if it's warming up where you are, get outside more. Gaia is that original template and those frequencies, and we can do so much healing by getting out into nature and absorbing that kind of energy. So get out into nature more, spend more time doing dream work, unplugging, working on balance, and stay away from that warrior mentality that may be surfacing that is pushing you into separation. Only through merging together into oneness and doing what is good for everyone are we going to kind of, you know, heal our past and prevent the future that we did not like and we did not want to see again. I'm going to leave you guys on that note, but I'm going to be here for a 2 minutes via Reiki class. Check out an Akash reading, help support my mission for humanity. And I'll be back live again tomorrow with some better Wi-Fi. Stay really high vibe today. We need to bring up these frequencies. There was a lot of loose energy yesterday with that kind